Good afternoon, madam. And you're looking good this afternoon. I like your earrings, personally. This is serious. You're looking good this afternoon. But on a serious note, starting on a lighter note, starting from the MBC, I think what is the responsibility of the said broadcaster when it comes to being independent? What regulations do you give them? Do they stand for the political party that is in government as at present? Or do they report independently as the private media should do at all times? That's the stance that you need to take. On the other hand, the international observers, there's a rumor that President Thabo Mbeki is in contention with the results that you've given. He's not happy, particularly not happy. Is Thabo Mbeki happy with your results? We are told that he's left the country. Why has he left the country at this moment in time when the results have not been announced? So the issue is, we don't want to get into a situation like Venezuela, where you have two presidents, an international president and a president recognized by the locals, or a president recognized by the US President Donald Trump and the others. Are we going to get into that instance where you have Thabo Mbeki leaving the country? Has he left the country? And what's the stance of the international observers on this issue? On the other hand, you've mentioned your stance. You're a very reputable judge, madam. Now, would you want Malawi in 5 years' time to lose hope in you as a very reputable judge, SC for that matter?
Okay, can I intervene? Yeah. My colleagues from the media, I would request that, one, we may not necessarily reflect on the person of the chair as a person because she's holding office. Secondly, we should not reflect or push to the commission questions which are supposed to be answered by entities that are around that we can go and verify with. Thank you.
Okay, so my question is, on the other hand, you've already answered as a church minister, but on the other hand, your reputation as a church minister, do you think it stands on the country's, on your reputation to say you have a reputation personally, and the whole commission, don't you think it has a...
Okay, can I intervene and ask you to rephrase your questions, but I'll go to the next persons while you're rephrasing on your question.
Oh, finally, and a final question, pardon me. A final question is, Malawians, you understand the whole commission. The whole commission, Malawi understands that as the whole commission, I think you've put the whole country at a standstill, and everybody's waiting. And it's very important that in the meantime, businesses are suffering. You've mentioned it. Businesses are suffering. The whole country is suffering. Don't you think it's important that in the meantime, you come out with the results that are out, or you say your stance? What is your stance, your defense as the make against the MCP? Because obviously you have evidence to say, okay, MCP ukanika hapa, if yesu tukuoneka kuti umbonoti luwapa kuti. Because that's the most important thing. So your stance as the make, what's your stance? Because the whole nation is waiting to say, masiku akucheba, my business akufoka, you understand that as the whole commission. You're keeping the nation waiting.
You didn't introduce yourself, sir. Can we know you?
Oh, pardon me, I'm McFarlane, baby.
From?
I'm a journalist with Capital FM.
Thank you. Okay, before the chair would want to give a... No, McFarlane, you may wish to come close so that you don't miss the responses to your questions.
Well?
Just before you ask, maybe I'll give a chance to the chair to respond. Thank you. No, take your seat, sir. You are not in a court session, but we are just giving...
You have asked me personal question.
Take your seat.
Give me the indulgence to ask you personal questions. How old are you?
I'm 30, madam.
You are 30.
Yes.
How far have you gone with the school?
I am doing my degree at MCA.
You are doing your degree at MCA?
Yes.
Okay. I am asking these questions because you are young, you have been to school, you read, you work as a journalist. You should know and read on what is happening, the role of international observers, understand it. You have asked about His Excellency Thabo Mbeki, who came to Malawi as the head of mission for the Commonwealth. He came here representing the whole Commonwealth. You know what Commonwealth is?
Yes, the countries.
Yes?
Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Countries representing colonial countries that were under England.
Yes.
Yes.
So he came as an observer.
Yes.
As observers, when they have observed, they make a statement. Did he give a statement on behalf of the Commonwealth?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah.
And you're a journalist?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hey, let them ask.
Okay, we will proceed with the questions we take, Eunice.
Hello.
Yeah, proceed. I remember.